Hi everyone, Alchemist Lion here, and I have a bit of a beef with how people view constructors. People view them as a very defensive, base-oriented class, but in my opinion, that's kind of like thinking that Outlanders are only good for their resourcing punch, or ninjas are only good for their double jump. There is a lot more to the constructor class than simply throwing base down. And that was one of the things I was doing with going constructor. I was showing that it is one of the most deadliest abilities in the game, and it gets greatly overlooked because of how well the base function works for this class, that people just kind of go blind to all their other strengths. And I'm going to kind of do the same thing that I did with going constructor almost, but with plasma pulse. Arguably one of the weakest abilities in the game. So what is plasma pulse? You basically deploy a device which spews plasma mines for 6 seconds. So this little stick kind of pops out and then starts spinning around and throwing these mine balls out. Each mine does 37,649 damage with the hero, the way I have everything leveled up right now. It's not a bad amount, but it's not a great amount, so individually the plasma pulses aren't that, aren't fully deadly, but the trick is to have the loadout suit the ability, and that's what we're going to do today, and make plasma pulse something to contend with. And we're not cheaping out on this mission either. The mission that I'm using is a 140 Eliminate Collect. Not only that, it's Lightning Storm, so my energy is being sucked away if a husk starts attacking me. On top of that, we have slowing pools. So it's almost like I'm in Ventures right now with this, because anytime I'm getting hit, I start to slow right down. So there's, a few things going against me even in this Eliminate and Collect, and we still managed to, hammer it out. So let's take a look. Alright, so we're going to take a look at how I had this set up, because I just did a test run in a 140 and it went really smoothly. But Plasma Pulse only challenge. How did I do it? It starts with kind of how I do most of these challenges, and it's focusing on the cooldown so I can just kind of basically spam the move. So we started with Riot Response Hazard, and he decreases the Plasma Pulse cooldown by 42%. We're also getting a cooldown with Happy Holidays. So we're technically getting, a double whammy there, which makes the Plasma Pulse cooldown 15 seconds. Not too shabby, considering it activates and goes on for about 6 seconds, so there's technically 9 seconds there that I have to kind of run around and keep the husks entertained without them hitting me before I can throw it down again. And that's just using Plasma Pulse. I mean, we also have Bull Rush and Decoy that I could be using, both very good to, move husks around and keep myself safe, but that's not the point of this. I'm purely using Plasma Pulse, basically just to prove a point to the husks. And in support, we have Vintage Tech Penny. Now, as a standard perk, she just increases the radius of the plasma mine by 40%. So the explosions kind of go off in a wider area of effect, which is really great. Her commander perk, the Malfunction, that's what I wanted to try to use. It just, her cooldown was just too much, because the 630% more damage was appealing, but it wasn't enough to counteract the 24 seconds in between. So that's why we're going with the cooldown. But she has still a really good standard perk. Then we're going to look at Power Pulse, and she increases the damage by 30%. Now, in command, it goes up to 80, but like I said, it's mostly just trying to get that quick throwdown, as opposed to trying to increase the damage greatly. The more you can throw them down, the better. Alright, then we're going to go with Plasma Pulse Blast. So aside from all those little things doing lots of area damage, the placement itself is going to do an area damage of a 1 tile radius with energy damage. So you're kind of getting a dual functioning damage too, which is nice. In command, she does give 94 in a 2 tile radius. However, again, it's all about the cooldown, being able to throw it down fast. And then while I'm running around in the husks just throwing down the plasma pulse, I have to stay alive. And Prehistoric Izza is part of how I'm doing that. She increases my armor by 33 as a standard perk. And then lastly, one of my favorites, Dennis. Eliminations, 8% chance to drop a burger, which gives me 53 health and 5 energy every second for 3 seconds. He helps me stay alive and get extra energy, so he's a win for me. We are going to do a Plasma Pulse only challenge on this 140. So legit, I just have these Plasma Pulses. And we'll walk over here. Probably should use Fleet. Fleet probably a lot better to get around. There's that. I'll just run around this way. Kind of almost like I did some of the other challenges. I'm just going to kind of drop in, drop my stuff, and then run and go somewhere else. There's another one. 12 seconds in between. That's still a bit of a long time, but we should be able to pull it off. I think I might just go around in this circle. There's one over here. And then we go back up here and get the other one, although these guys chasing me. There we go. Kill them a bit and go up here. Grab the chest, because why not? Oh, there's a big group over here now. Try to get a few of them on me, and then I'll throw it down. Yeah, that taker was a little mean. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're set up as the Joker here, and we are going to make these guys look like foos. So here's an encampment. I'm just going to try to activate this and see what I can get done here. Plasma Pulse them. And we have one there, yeah, one sample. So I'll grab that and I'll get out of there because those shooters are just wanting to target me. Oh, here's a nice little group. And then go up the stairs, kind of make them chase me up and hit all those plasma pulses. I find the good part is trying to keep a cycle going. Finding terrain that you can kind of just walk around and then cycle around over is really helpful. So we have a few. There's a burger right there. I'm going to go get it. Not quite here yet. There we go. And now we can do that again. So I'm just going to use the terrain. That's my real trick in a lot of these challenges, is using the terrain to my benefit. And making the most out of what Epic gives me to use. And I'm going to go up here and grab this sample now. Oh, nice. I'll collect the chest. Why not? So go down there. I'll collect these samples. And I'll kind of do the same thing. Kind of right up the stairs, I'll go up. Kill them as best as I can. And I'll go down and around. Okay, my sights are just on the gameplay versus actually trying to run my mouth a bit. And here we go. Start this off really good. Get another sample. Hide behind their little encampment here. We'll try to break this. Try to break the encampment. I think it's all just this guy right here. Yeah. Oh, we got more samples, and look, as they're coming up, they're just getting toasted. Alright, so we got 6 seconds and 2 takers. Seems like fair odds. And then right here at the bottom, that's perfect. Now I'm going to get them to follow up, and a lot of them are going to get torn apart. Alright, now let's go up here. It's basically, again, just using the terrain. Using the terrain to get the most out of it. There's a burger. I'll go here. And we'll throw it right at the top. So getting the kills. Samples, though. Where's my samples at? Alright, going back up here. Man, they're just really laying on these things. Nurse husks also don't like these very well. Alright, there's some samples. Alright. No! Come into this group. Drop it. Yeah, that might have been it. Oh. I thought I was going to avoid dying there, but not too bad, though. Almost halfway there in the samples. Over half of the enemies killed just by using plasma pulse. So far, not too bad. I'm going to just respawn and get these samples, though. Oh, look, all the burgers that were there when I fell. Alright, there we go, samples. Now let's try to go over here. Yeah, there's some samples over here too. Could be using bull rush and stuff, but kind of defeats the plasma pulse only thing. Oh, these guys want to totally get pulsed. Alright, get the burger. Get this sample. Oop, not the bush. No! Make it so they all have to walk into that. There we go. Hop up over the junk. Oh, a lot of shooters. But I want the burger. And I want this stuff. Just making them walk over that area. 162. Not too bad. And then do it again. And 2 blasters. This might be it for me. There we go. And I am surprised I did not die there. In all honesty. Alright, let's see if I can go back around and figure something out. Oh, there's a burger. If I could do this without dying, that would be really great. First time around, I died twice. But I'm not going to hold my breath here. Those guys are just lingering. Alright, here we go. Another little group. I'll drop that and walk over here. And we got another sample. Almost at the halfway mark with only 2 minutes down. That's pretty good. Let's try to get right in here. There we go. I heard a few burgers in there. There we go. More samples too. Oh, this is a nice little area because lots of shelter, lots of areas to tuck around and hide in. All right. Go up this way now. And I'm going to get that sample that I dropped earlier. If I can see it. Oh, it's right here. Okay, there's a nice little group up here. So I'm just going to use this little walk area. Okay, so I have a nice little group going. So now the main thing is try to wait until this plasma pulse goes off, and then I could probably get a bunch. There we go. Oh, lots of damage there because they were following right behind me. See, if they follow you, the plasma pulse kind of goes off and throws a bunch of little mines around. And if they follow it, they end up getting hit with a bunch of that damage, even after it goes off. Alright, let's get some of these. Can't find any of those burgers that they dropped at one stage. I hear the little cash register sound. Alright, let's go over here. Oh, can we get them down here? Oh, I even got the taker with that one. See, this is where I'd be using bull rush and stuff. Like going through this group, you can even use your decoy to move them over into the plasma pulses, which is kind of fun. But right now I'm kind of just limiting myself to the plasma pulse purely for the challenge sake. But hero loadout wise, I mean, this could be a very viable loadout. Alright, we got 30 more kills or 6 more samples left. Not a bad amount. There's another sample right there. And I'm going to hop down here, go after these ones. Boom. And I mean, they just clear out so much too. They're not too bad at all. I mean, this is a 140, and until I did that and crowd surfed because I was a little too eager, it was going pretty good there. I'm just going to revive and get this sample. And here, let's take an unblocked look at it first. So it goes like that, and then you notice it just starts shooting out all these balls, and these are little mines, and then there's big mines in here that kind of go off, and then the little ones kind of hover, and if a husk walks over it, they go off kind of like a proximity mine would. Alright, right here, right at the cave. See, so they're walking over, and as soon as they hit one of those balls, they kind of just evaporate. They melt away. 3, 2, 1. So you get that initial burst, and then a little bit of explosion after that. And yeah, just trying to go for the gusto there, but we have a few more samples, and then that's pretty much it. Oh. And that is it. That is the challenge again. And plasma pulse all these guys. Like, it does a good job at clearing out husks. I will say that. Not much survives a plasma pulse. And I mean, if you're comboing it, that's even probably even better, but I mean, on its own, it's just shredding. Especially if you get it in a nice spot where they're all just going to walk through. I mean... And it says it goes on for 6 seconds, but the actual mines will stay there until they get hit. Like, boom. I saw a burger right there, so I'll grab that, and I'll come over here and I'll grab all these samples that we grabbed. And go up here and get these ones. There we go. And see, they're still trying to chase me, so show them that's a bad idea. Boom. Yeah, see, they just kind of hover and hang. So even though you have a 16-second cooldown, 6 seconds it's throwing, and then they're still here. I'll just stay here. Watch. These guys, oh, they just disappeared now. So... they do stay around basically the whole time. So if there's still some around, you can pretty much wait the entire cooldown and still have those go off. I mean, that huge group just kind of cleared out all of them. There's a lot of nurses here. Like, see, some of them are still going off. And I just picked up a bunch, and we have more. Yeah, all those nurses, they're all gone. Boom. Yeah, this is not a bad ability at all, if it's set up right. I find the quick turnaround is just the best way, but the Plasma Pulse has some cool attributes. That energy one, when you throw it down, that's a good way to kind of start the whole process. I like the extra area of effect radius too. Anything area of effect I find just becomes super deadly and overpowered in some instances, and Plasma Pulse is one of those where it definitely contributes to it becoming a really good attack. And I would die there, but I mean, it was 2 takers, and I wasn't really focused on them, so not a big deal. We are almost beaten. We're only halfway through the game here, this round. Fully. Big group. But I mean, this Plasma Pulse, I mean, it just eliminates so many. There we go, burgers. Like, it basically took care of that whole crowd. Tension round. Alright, we only got 5 more left, like 5 more things. This is probably a success. Nice. Nope, nope. See, I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it. Gotta get out of the storm. Alright, there's a group. I'm gonna try to avoid that encampment and just go up to that group. This group will give me the samples I need. One sample there. Not quite the cache I was looking for, but I'll go grab that. Take them around the long way. He's gone. Okay, let's see what this does with the Mist Monster. Didn't quite kill him. Alright, one more. Oh, there it is. There's the sample we were missing. And we're done. Alright. Oh. And that is it. That is the challenge again. So 2 for 2 now. 2 times I've tried it and 2 times it's worked. Plasma Pulse. One of those attacks. One of those attacks that doesn't really get used too much, but you can make good work of husks with it. So kind of cool. And we just hop around. I can heal now. Boom. Like it does so much. They can do so much damage. See if I can clear out the nurse husks. Oh, there she goes. One of them at least. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh man, it just cleared out all of them. Once she was gone, they didn't stand a chance. And now his turn. That's how you take care of an encampment. But right now I'm just probably pushing the bounds on what I should be doing here. Let's look at this group. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. This is right where we get the victory, right here. In the storm. Ah. Not really. One sample. One sample. Brutal. Alright, they got a lot of kills there. It's just a matter of getting that last sample now. Yeah, we'll just go to this group. I won't go grab the other one that was already on the ground. We'll get a new one here. Alright. There should be one coming in this group now. There we go. We have a bunch over there. And we have it done yet again. Alright, that's my video today. Hope you enjoyed it more than the husks enjoyed that plasma pulse. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time. Hopefully, you can find this information helpful at some stage and help make your gameplay better. But thank you so much for your time. Appreciate the support. Have yourself a good day, and I'll catch you around.